Alright, Austin here. We're just gonna go over the Pro 2 build since I really haven't posted a video about it lately. So we're just gonna do a quick rundown of it, I guess. So I had the engine built by TJRC. They're one of my main sponsors. It's got Potter rods, JE pistons, cut ring head gasket, Ferrara valves, titanium valves, SuperTech dual springs in it, supported head, what else? Achilles, oil pump, basically everything that you need to make, you know, 700 to 900 horsepower in one of these. Got an Aeromotive fuel pressure regulator, all stainless braided lines. ID 1700 cc injectors, precision 6466, dual ball bearing, Gen 2, tile wastegate, Rapid Spool Industries, top mount, manifold, Stewart water pump, and that's about it for the engine. It's nothing super crazy. VI Engineering intercooler. It's good for 1200 horsepower, and then we're gonna move back to the cockpit of it. Not really much in here because I just stripped all the wiring and I gotta take it over to Ben at UPP to have everything wired. It's gonna run a Haltech ECU, which is gonna go right there, I believe. We still gotta make sure that's gonna be the right place for it. It's actually still running a stock transmission with a quartermaster triple disc clutch, AEM dash, the CliqTuning handbrake, Sparco seats, you know, the basics kind of stuff. We still gotta install the fire suppression and all that. These are the coolant lines that go to the radiator in the back. There's a bulkhead underneath the passenger seat where they go through the floor. And that's about it for the interior of it. On to the back. We had to swap radiators because the original NASCAR radiator I had in it had a bunch of pinholes in it. So we scrapped that. I got one that's twice the size. This one's got a 4-inch core. It's a triple pass radiator. I got 2 Dave's Craig's pumps, one feeding the radiator and then one returning the coolant back to the engine. A surge tank under here with 2 Bosch 044s, and you can see the 4-inch exhaust dumping down right behind the rear axles. Jack point. We got MG Solutions lower control arms with proper Fabworks upper control arms that are made for true rear coilovers, and then you can see the true rear coilovers from Silvers in the back right there. Those have 4K springs in the rear, 10 up front. I want this thing to be really soft in the back so it squats and hooks up. We've got big duck clubs overs front and rear with it's gonna have a fiberglass trunk lid on it. CliqTuning, or actually no, that's a Huxley Motorsports roof wing. I really like those. And then the rest of the body kit's gonna be CliqTuning, just like my practice car over there, and just how it was last year. Forgot a couple things like the MG Solutions angle kit. I tend to run 1/8 inch toe out in the front and half inch toe in the rear. I like my car super grippy in the rear. Right up around, say, 6 degrees of caster in the front with 5 degrees of camber. Seems to work really well for me. Stock brakes, M3 brakes in the rear because it's got an M3 setup in the back because it's a lot stronger. But that's about it, roughly. I mean, so that was just a quick little update on the Pro 2 car. I know it looks like a pile of shit right now. Life happens, but it's gonna be looking pretty here in the next month or so. There's a Pro 2 shootout that I have to be at in Vegas on the 6th of January. So I have to have this tested and running and all that stuff before then. So it's kind of crunch time right now. But I mean, there's not really that much stuff left, so we should be able to make it. So since we're in the shop, we're gonna do a rundown on my practice car. It's kind of a piece of shit, but it works and it's reliable. But anyway, so this one has all the old stuff off of that Pro 2 car, and we just put it on here. So it's just got an eBay radiator, Precision 6262 Gen 2, ball bearing. I blew up the engine a couple months back at IMI, so TJRC built this one also. This one's a little bit simpler. It's got a stock head, stock crank, all that stuff. All it's done is got a JE piston, cut ring head gasket in it, Wiseco pistons, 8.5 to 1, and Eagle rods in it. I mean, it's good enough for 900 horsepower also. It's got a same angle kit, MG Solutions. The coilovers are silvers, same one as my Pro 2 car. These ones just are a little bit stiffer in the rear. They're 10 in the front, 8 in the back, or no, 6 in the back, I believe. This one just doesn't make as much power, so they need to be a little bit stiffer. Big Duck Club overs, front and rear, CliqTuning side skirts, and if it had a bumper on it, it would have the Big Duck Club, or I mean CliqTuning lip. Huxley Motorsports rear wing or roof wing, and then a CliqTuning drag ring on the back. Interior is a mess, but it's all there. You know, comfy street car, ASD handbrake, Villain's wheel, it's CliqTuning short throw shifter, and just some crappy NRG seat. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I might gut it and cage it just so I have a second comp car to drive. But I also like having 4 seats so I can drift with people in the back. I don't know, it's still up in the air. So yeah, it's a rundown of my pile of shit practice car.
Everything sucks.
Walk in this bitch, they gon' walk on my dick. Lost in this bitch, new paddock, no bus. In this bitch, I know she freaky, she wanna get dicky. I tell her get lost in this bitch. I'm in that Tesla, you know that I'm after whipping and lift off. In this bitch, walk in this bitch, they gon' walk on my dick. Lost in this bitch, new paddock, no bus. In this bitch, did it 3 times at the hangover. Pop the molly, she said she ain't stand so. It ain't over till Biggie, she said so. Grab her harder, crash it with my Range Rover. Yo, it ain't hard to be ruthless, it's easy. Ask after Dre and Ice Cube, they believe me. I went to Sunny, we over the feet. Are they talking to me or my eyes just to see? I don't know if I'm able, I feel like the weekend. Pop out the bushes, creeping. I'm on the grill, leaking. I'm in a full minivan, geeking. I'm finna cut that boy up like vasectomy. Fuck all that talking, little bitch, bring that neck to me. Go see crash, bitch, I still got the recipe. Bitch, I feel like Mrs. But they ain't texting me.